French Heavyweight Championship, Marcel Nilles in the black shorts against Georges Carpentier. And Carpentier, massive favourite for this, comes in as a former European light heavyweight and heavyweight champion. Velodrome in Paris, 1923, absolutely packed to the rafters. And Marcel Nilles, very inexperienced in comparison, comes into this one with 9 wins and 3 defeats so far in just 12 fights. And Georges Carpentier, very experienced. Round 2 then, Carpentier with 84 wins, 11 losses and 5 draws in 100 professional fights. A massively warm favourite here against Marcel Nilles. (29 years of age). And of course, Georges Carpentier, the crowd favourite. From Lens in France, known as the Orchid Man. And Marcel Nilles, a real rough, tough handful. But he can be outclassed. Nice right there from him. So at stake then, the French light heavyweight title. And this is a title that is no stranger to Georges Carpentier. Lost his European light heavyweight and heavyweight titles and his world championship to boot when he fought battling Siki in his last fight and got knocked out in 6 rounds. Siki, the man who used to stroll the streets with a lion in tow. But some terrific form on the Carpentier record. Wins over Ted Kid Lewis. First round knockout, in fact, of a scheduled 20. So round 3. And this scheduled for 15 rounds, despite being a French title. So, Georges Carpentier then, in the white. And Marcel Nilles wants to do well here. And interestingly, Nilles won the French heavyweight title in just his 3rd pro fight. Defended it successfully on a couple of occasions, and here he is, I think, making the 4th defence of that crown against Carpentier, who's going down a step. So rough, tough, uncompromising battle between these two Frenchmen. And Georges Carpentier, not a scientific kind of fighter. As you can see, Nilles here is quite a rough house. Round 4. And Georges Carpentier, former world light heavyweight champion in the white shorts, and Marcel Nilles, both battling for Nilles' French heavyweight title. Takes a good right there from Carpentier. And as you can see, there's quite a big physical difference between these two men. Carpentier more scientific in every way. And a very cool operator, by the way, Carpentier. So Nilles getting tied up on the inside here. So into round 5. And as you can see, Georges Carpentier very, very adept here at tying up Marcel Nilles on the inside. Nilles still a big, rough, tough man. And Carpentier at times has had to grit his teeth in this one. Well, Carpentier, they're practicing a move before carrying it out. So Georges Carpentier then out to reclaim the title he has held previously. And he's got to fight his hands here. A very physical battle between these two men. So round 6 it is. Scheduled for 15, and that's a stumble by, well, in fact, it was more than a stumble by Marcel Nilles there. He got caught on the inside by Carpentier. Takes the mandatory 8 count from the referee, who says just box on. So Carpentier then in charge here. A knockdown in round 6. Despite the natural size difference between these two men, Carpentier has proved to be the tougher and harder punching of the two. Well, looks like Nilles trying to hold on here. So Carpentier lands a left and a right. And Marcel Nilles once again doesn't want to get involved here. He wants to hang on. Round 7. And Carpentier's up the heat since that knockdown occurred in the 5th round. So Marcel Nilles under pressure and on the verge of losing his title here. So Nilles then up against the former European and world light heavyweight champion. Carpentier, good thinking fighter, good boxer, good puncher. Left hook there from him, body shots to follow. Once again, Marcel Nilles doesn't want to get too heavily involved here. But how does he keep the challenger off? Carpentier working solidly on the inside. So round 8 then of the scheduled 15, and Georges Carpentier in the white shorts has had Marcel Nilles on the floor twice so far. And it's been a tough battle this for the reigning and defending French heavyweight champion, Marcel Nilles, up against his stiffest opposition so far. This, of course, a stepping stone for Carpentier. If he wins this one, he'll go on from here. In fact, it's a stepping stone up and a step down. Oh, lovely uppercut there and a left hook. And Marcel Nilles goes tumbling in his own corner. Will he beat the count? It's all over. So Georges Carpentier regains the French heavyweight crown, beating Marcel Nilles in 8 rounds.